Hey there, Adam here, and I'm making this quick video because I was asked today about how we make or how we acquire our training yari, as well as the naginata, because we use them for the same training. So I figured I'd make a quick video and share with you how we do it. We don't actually purchase them, we make them here. My student and friend Richie actually made these. I gave him the specifications to the Kukishin Ryu Sojutsu spear. So I'm going to have him talk a little bit about it. But basically we have the actual spear or the naginata head here. We have the bow, and then at the end is the ishizuki. So, and it's the same material. So I guess, Richie, the first question that we have is the actual bow and the dowel that you used, and where you got this and what material it is.
Actually, it's actually a closet pole. Okay. And I cut this to the height, and I dipped it in lemon oil, now 3 or 4 times to harden it. Then I went to Home Depot and I got the great pipe insulation. Okay. It's a little bigger.
When you say the great pipe,
excuse me, great.
Oh, great pipe insulation. Okay.
Great pipe. And I got the great pipe insulation. It's a little bigger than the dowel itself. Mm-hmm. And I cut it to size. I put glue on it and I slide it onto the pole itself. Okay. I do it on both sides.
What kind of glue?
Wood glue, any wood glue.
Okay, so like an Elmer's wood glue inside the gray pipe insulation.
Yeah, and it slides on because it's kind of tough, even though there's a seam to slide it on. Yeah. And then I get the electrical tape, and I work my way up and I work my way down, and then I overlap it, and then I work my way down again. This way, there's no opening up on top. I do the same thing at the top and the bottom. Okay. It's simple. I mean, you know.
So let's take a step back. You said you put the dowel, you dip it in lemon oil. Talk about a little bit about the procedure for actually, because this is just pine, right? Yes. So by nature, it's not only is it like a soft wood, but it's a Home Depot or a Lowe's soft. Right. It's going to be crap wood. Right. So we got to kind of bring it back to life, give it some integrity, give it some density. Exactly. I mean, we smashed these in training tonight, and yeah, they're taking some lumps. But I think the important thing that you don't want is, number one, you don't want the actual bow to snap and it becomes a projectile during training and flies across the room and stabs someone. You want it to crack. So you do want to have some moisture reconstitute the wood a bit. But then you also want to give it some hardness and some density so that the dents that happen in there don't end up splintering. And then when you're thrusting with the weapon, you end up getting splinters, or you end up giving your training partner splinters. So could you talk a little bit about that?
I forgot one thing to mention. Before I even used the lemon oil on it, I got 100 grit paper and I sanded it down a couple of times. And then I went over to 220 and I super fine. It comes out like a glass. Then I put the lemon oil on it, and I do it 3 or 4 times. I put it on and I let it sit there and I wipe it off. I do it, And
how much time do you give between coats?
I actually give it. I give it probably 8 hours. Okay. Just, you know what I'm saying, because I want to take. Yeah. You know, instead of just adding on, and then you get that oily feeling all the time. Yeah. I let it dry, then I put it. So I wait every 8 hours and I put it on. Okay. Then like I said, I get the pipe insulation, the gray pipe, a little bigger than the closet pole, glue it, slide it on, and I'm a little nervous, guys. So I overlap the tape on the top first, right here, this way and around, and then I start working my way down and work my way up, and I get a nice tight squeeze on it.
Sorry about that, a Harley just went by. Or a truck, that was a truck. So there's one other thing that I would add to this. The lemon oil, by the way, is great. I've used lemon oil in making cheap staffs for like the kids' classes and stuff, where, you know, if I want to make Joe for the kids, I'll go out and I'll buy some 1-inch ash dowels for the kids, and I'll give them a couple soaks of lemon oil. That way they're hard. I find that the lemon oil is great for this. You know, if you want to make an inexpensive hard bow, that's ideal. There's one other thing that I would add to this for your training, and we have them in the old ones here. Let's see, and that is for training. Is running a strip of masking tape up the center. Now, what this is going to help with is when you're doing your thrusting. And I'm just going to kind of turn it here, but it should be facing up. But a lot of people, when they do the thrusting, is they end up twisting their hand. And what this does is, by putting this line here, is it gives a bit of a visual for, especially for beginners as well as for instructors watching beginners, so that they don't corkscrew the spear when they're doing the thrust. That they're actually doing the correct form with the hand when they're doing the thrust, but they're not spinning it like this. And it's just a benefit for training, and it works really well, especially for beginners, and it helps them to learn the correct thrusting method. So Richie, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Another thing I'd like to say, you don't have to use pine. You can use oak, anything you want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that was least expensive. You know what I'm saying?
It is, but you know what? They're holding up really well. I mean, I don't know if you guys can try to get in close with the camera, but you can see a couple little dents there. And we've been smacking these things. They've been at the dojo now for 3 months?
3 or 4 months, yes.
3 or 4 months, and we use them every Monday night pretty consistently. I think maybe the only thing that I might add to this is sometimes the electric tape can create these sharp little corners here when they fold. I don't know if you can see that here, but these sharp little corners. Maybe one addition that I would make to this is I would take black cloth tape, like the sports tape.
Right, the hockey tape.
Yeah, like the hockey tape or something, and then just hit that, because your hand moves here quite a bit, and these little folds in the electric tape can be pretty irritating. So that's kind of the only thing that I would add. Otherwise, total cost for making one of these, Rich?
Probably for one, maybe $10.
All right, $10. $10 in your time.
Yeah.
So there you go.
A lot of electrical tape.
Yeah.
Really.
So what I'll do is below this video are going to be the measurements for this. These measurements are specific to the notes that we have in the Jininkan, in the article on the Kukishin Ryu Sojutsu that Unsui Sensei created. Of course, you can make it to whatever size that you want, but I hope this was informative. Hope this helped you, and appreciate it. Thanks.